Brothers, I want to talk about something real quick, man, and it's something I don't talk about enough. And it's what I want to talk about is, if you're watching this content, if you're watching, whether it's my content, whether it's content like this, where brothers are always talking about getting ahead and moving forward, using spiritual tactics and that and all that kind of conversation, I'm gonna tell you this, man, be careful with watching this content. Not only just being careful with watching this content, what I really want to say is be careful with traveling this path. You know what I'm saying? Like I can easily sit here and talk about, hey, when you travel this path, man, like there's going to be levels of freedom, there's going to be levels of peace you never experienced. You're going to be able to do certain things and find, freedom, all that kind of stuff. Like those are the highlights of walking this path that I'm always speaking of. But walking this path is not easy, bro. Like, there are going to be a lot of challenges. There are going to be a lot of dark times. There are going to be a lot of moments. There are going to be parts of your life where you may be the black sheep of your family. There may be points in your life, man, where you're having to sever ties from friends or sever ties from relationships because you walk this path. Like, we always talk about it being peaches and cream, man, but there are some struggles associated with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand, like, first off, because I want to talk about a few different things that you really got to consider. First off, you got to consider that this path, the far majority of time of you traveling this path that I'm always speaking of, is lonely. Like, you have to have the mindset of being an army of one. There are going to be a lot of times in your life where you're an army of one. First off, because a lot of ways that you think, like a lot of people won't really identify with you. I want to make sure I don't miss my ride, man. I'm out here waiting on. I'm out here at Mega Bang Na Mall. This is my first time I'm out here in Bang Na, man. It's kind of lit over this way, man. But you gotta understand and this is what I mean when I say you gotta walk that path alone. Oh, we got a little shuttle. We're right here.
Right?
Yeah. That's why the car.
Stop up.
So when I say you're gonna spend a lot of time alone, what I'm saying is you gotta understand, like, a lot of your ideas, a lot of your spiritual beliefs, your separation from religion, if that's the case. You're taking certain risk in life. You gotta understand that a lot of people that are in your circle, a lot of people that are in your family won't always support the way you move. Like, when people say you the black sheep, like you're gonna in some cases you're gonna really be, the enemy of the state, as far as your old circle of your family, man. You're gonna be calling plays. You're gonna be making moves that nobody's ever made. So if you're the kind of person that needs to be validated, if you're the kind of person that needs a cheerleader and you need somebody patting you on the back when you make a move, traveling this path is not gonna be for you, bro. It's not going to be for you because none of that comes with it. Matter of fact, 99.9% of the things you do, you won't even get support for what you do until you're already winning. I don't care if it's you starting a business, you starting a YouTube channel, you leaving the country, you dating someone outside your race, you changing religion. Most people that you know won't even give you support until you're winning, until that thing is paid off. You know what I'm saying? Until results are showing, man. So I'm gonna tell you, first off, man, you gotta understand you're gonna be walking this path alone for most of the time. The second thing, man, is you're gonna have to get used to pain being your instructor. Pain is going to be your mentor. Pain is going to be your teacher, man. And the reason I say pain is going to be your mentor, of course you're going to have people that you can look toward that moved how you move. Of course you can look at some of the greats, some of the greats that did it before. But as far as people that are doing things, that are moving in certain ways, the same way you want to move, that number is going to be very small. You know what I'm saying? Like when I talk about quote unquote common men, a common man could just simply look at his next door neighbor. A common man can simply look at his college professor. You know what I'm saying? A common man can simply look at you know, Joe Blow from anywhere and say, you know what, I want to move like that, so let me just follow suit. But when you want to walk that path, man, you're going to be calling plays that very few people call. So when I say pain is going to be your primary mentor, what I'm saying is your primary mentor is going to be trial and error. Your primary mentor is going to be making mistakes, correcting the situation, recalibrating it, doing it a second time, doing it a fifth time, doing it a seventh time until you get it right. You got to understand when you walk this path, you're going to be the pioneer, man. In most things that you have a desire, you know, to participate in or ways to move, man. So just understand, brother, that enduring pain is gonna be a huge part of it, man. What do you mean by enduring pain, brother Soul? All right, let me just speak for a second on what I mean when I say enduring pain, man. When I say enduring pain, I'm really saying being able to separate pain from suffering. And when I say separate pain from suffering, like, you have to understand that when you go through things, when I say pain, meaning you have to take it as, I would just say like this, like pain is going through a thing, whether it's a hardship, whether it's a struggle, whether it's a wall you've hit. But when I say pain, and I might be saying this all wrong, but when I say pain, I'm saying understanding that there's something behind that pain. There's something to extract from you going through that, as opposed to what most people do, which is just suffering, which is just being in a situation and being in this victim mentality. Woe is me. Why is this happening to me? Is it karma? Is it this? You have to understand when you're on this path. When I say pain is going to be your teacher, meaning there are going to be a lot of times where you're going through something, whether it's a hardship, whether it's a loss of something, and instead of you going straight to victim mentality, you have to understand that a lot of times it's going to be an initiation into a new world you've created. A lot of times it's going to be an initiation. A lot of times it's going to be a means of you to make a correction in life. You know what I'm saying? So when I say enduring the pain, really what I'm saying is understanding that the pain is there for a reason. Understanding that the pain is there for a journey. So that's one side of understanding that there's something to extract from you going through something. But at the same time, when I say enduring pain, man, meaning this is something like you can never surrender. Like you're gonna have highs and lows, man. But when you're on this path and you're trying to do better, be better, seek deeper reservoirs of knowledge, once you start that path, there is no stopping. There is no stopping, man. You're on that path till death, man. And I'm understanding that a lot of people, I say a lot of people aren't. A lot of times I say a lot of people aren't built for that. Everybody's built for it, but a lot of people they just can't continue to travel when they hit that pain, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn how to. It comes down to you just simply compartmentalizing it and knowing how to move in it. Knowing how to move in the struggle. Knowing how to move in the suffering, even if you want to call it suffering. Knowing how to move in that thing, man. All right, another thing is, traveling this path, is you're going to have to get used to being misunderstood and being disliked. You got to get used to being misunderstood, and let me add, being disliked for what you'll say is no reason. Going back to what I started off saying a second ago, man. Like, if you're a person that needs validation, if you're a person that has to have a pat on the back, if you're a person that has to have a hip hop hooray or a like on a particular piece of content, I'm gonna tell you, man, it's gonna get very dark very fast. Because a lot of what you're going to be going through, a lot of what you're going to be experiencing, a lot of intel that will be coming your way, a lot of people won't be misunderstood. A lot of people won't understand it. Like I said, man, you're going to be a pioneer in a lot of things. You're going to be getting certain downloads and speaking certain truths and moving certain ways that a lot of people just won't understand. You know what I'm saying? And you can't let that deter you from speaking your truth. Like first off, that's one of the primary objectives of traveling this path. So we can experience new truths and show people new forms of life, new forms of light. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand you're going to be misunderstood. And it's not all about spiritual information. Like a lot of times I might say things that may go against certain religions or certain spiritual beliefs, but it's going to be anything. Like whatever is associated with your path, your career, your passions. You might be in fashion. And something you're saying or doing is just going against all codes. You may be in the automotive industry, the barber industry, and something you're doing is just going against all codes and creeds. You got to understand you're going to be misunderstood. And the reason I say that, man, is because when a lot of people are misunderstood, again, they need that validation, they'll back up. They'll back up and detour and take the route of common man. They'll completely abandon the path and just to get that validation, man, they'll go a completely different route. So I'm saying, man, a lot comes with this. A lot of fringe benefits comes with walking this path, man. But again, there are some challenges. So I said misunderstood and disliked. Now this is going to be a huge one, man, because for years, like I would lose friends, man. I would, for the longest, I would be like, what happened, bro? Like I showed bro or sis nothing but love, and all of a sudden, we got some kind of imaginary beef that I can't even speak to what it is. And it took me a long time. It took me a long time to understand what it was. And I know it's getting dark, man. I'm trying to hurry up. It took me a long time to really understand what that energy was, man. And really the only thing, or one of the primary things I came up with is, a lot of people are going to hate you strictly because of the light. And I've spoken about this before. A lot of people are going to hate you strictly because of the light that you carry. A lot of people will support you. A lot of people will jump on the bandwagon. A lot of people will befriend you. A lot of people will get in intimate relationships with you because of your light. You know what I'm saying? But once they try to obtain that thing that you have, if they haven't done the work to harness that thing, kind of like in the Bible when Jesus said, hey, you know what? You can't put old wine, or you can't put new wine in old wine skins. That's what's going to take place. If a person that's in your circle is trying to get that light that you have, which is nothing wrong with that, but if they haven't done the groundwork, if they haven't walked the path, then that light is gonna be too heavy for them. And as a result of that, man, they're going to hate you for being a light bearer. They're going to hate you for it. They're going to. I mean, you might have some partners, or you might be in a relationship with a woman, man, that everything is going A1, and all of a sudden it's catastrophe. They'll hate you for it, man. And the reason I want to speak on it is because, again, a lot of people will back out of that path when that happens. A lot of people will unplug from source energy when the decision comes to maintain a relationship or keep walking with God. A lot of people, and I'll say that, and I've shared this before with y'all, man, there's been a time in life where I did that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't calling it that at the time, man, but I unplugged from source to maintain something. Many moons ago, of course, right? So that's why I'm telling you, man, like when I say, hey, man, this path, man, everybody wants to, whether you calling it chosen and all these other words, everybody wants to walk with God, bro. But to walk with God, man, is not a walk in the park, bro. It's not a walk in the park. You know what I'm saying? So it, it's just not a walk in the park, man. It's almost like this. It's like it's all about, like, you're going to consistently be having to make choices in life, because things, like, once because things will always be pulling at that thing inside of you. Every day is about being consciously aware of choices when you walk this path, because everything has meaning. Everything has meaning. All of your relationships, when you cross paths with strangers, when something comes in your day and it sits you on a high, when something comes in your day and it attempts to take you down to a low, everything all day is about being consciously aware and making choices. And if you're one of these people, man, that you just wanna live life aloof and just skip through life and just like, no, you gotta be a soldier to walk this thing, man. You have to be a soldier to walk this path. And I see people crashing out from walking this path. You know what I'm saying? I see people crashing out. You know, and I'm not saying we can't crash out sometime and get back on path, but just be aware that it's not a game, man. It's not a game. Everybody talks about knowledge and da. It's not a game, bro. It ain't nothing to play with. You know. And one thing, this is what I'll say. I'll say this is one of the primary things, man. One of the primary things why this path can be hell for some people, man. One thing that it does, and it might not do it initially, maybe it comes in layers, right? But one thing walking this thing does, man, walking with God like this does, it makes you take supreme and radical ownership. Supreme and radical ownership. Like I say, it may come in levels. Of course, you got to take some level of accountability once you start going inside and walk through that ring of fire, or if you've read the singular truth, when you walk through that pasture. Of course, it's going to take some accountability, man. But at some point in time, man, when you keep traveling this path, bro, you're going to get to a point where okay, yeah, you still may participate in religious activities. And again, I've always said that's still a good thing if that's what you choose to do. But one thing that you won't be able to do is put your accountability on someone or something else. You know what I'm saying? At some point in time, you won't be able to say that, oh, my sins are done like this because this person has wiped this away or whatever. Everything is going to be between you and God. Because if I want to use the word beef or issues, I use the word issues. One issue that I have with a lot of religions is there's always a scapegoat somewhere in there. There's always somebody there's always someone or something to put your decisions on, to put your mistakes on, to say, hey, you know what, I did this, but on Sunday morning I can go and eat these crackers and drink this grape juice and say, hey, I'm back on point. You can't move like this when you walk with God, man. When you walk this path, everything, like all accountability is gonna be on you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not negating, asking for forgiveness and correcting, and I'm not negating all that, repenting and all that kind of stuff. But I'm saying you got to take ownership, which means when you take ownership of everything you do, radical ownership, that means that now instead of going and being someone to say, hey, instead of being someone that says, hey, let me just live my best life, and on Friday morning or Sunday morning, let me just go and go to altar call and get rid of that thing. You're gonna be in a preventative state. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be in a state where you're saying, hey, you know what? I gotta just move different. I gotta cut these vices. I gotta stop hanging around these people. I gotta stop indulging in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I report directly to the plug. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it comes down to. You have to conduct yourself. You have to conduct yourself like you work in the C-suite. You got to conduct yourself like God is down the hallway. Like, no, you're not down on some assembly line and there's so many levels of fluff in between you. You know what I'm saying? You're not in some warehouse and Bezos is 22 layers above you. When you walk this path, man, you report at some point, you're going to report directly to the source. And it's very hard to, I'll damn near say it's impossible. It's impossible to play the game that everybody else is playing and report to the big dog. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. And that's a struggle, man. And when people try to straddle that fence, again, at some point it's going to result in a crash out. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is this, man. All I'm saying is, same thing I said when I first started. Like, life is going to do something that you didn't even know it could do when you take this journey. And not even do something that you didn't think it could do. It's going to give you something that you didn't know life offered. It's going to give you a certain level of peace of mind. It's going to give you a certain level of security, if you want to use that word. It's going to give you a certain level of just pride in playing the game when you walk this path. And you're going to quickly notice that the thing that inspires you to wake up and be you and do you every day, you're going to be able to look in the eyes of many people and say that and see that they're seeking a thing. You're going to see in the eyes of people that they're seeking that thing that you're getting every day just by waking up. You know what I'm saying? And when I say they're seeking it, they're trying to get it in all these things. They're trying to get it in the material. They're trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm rambling, man. I'm tired, man. I play almost 4.5, 5 hours of top golf, man. So your boy is burnt. But I really want to get this message out, man. Just let y'all know, man, this path, but it's a beautiful thing, but it ain't